YouTube? How you doing? It's Chris, aka MrRamone420, and hope you guys are gonna have a great weekend. If you're working, sorry to hear that. And before I start off this, I gotta say, kind of disappointed in a couple of viewers. I don't mind you guys thumbing me down, but I just put up a video for Bosley, and you thumbed him down. You thumbed down an adorable little pug. How could you do that? You know what you're saying is, you don't like kids. You hate animals, don't you? You thumb them down. Shame, shame, shame. I actually had to, take down the thumbs up, thumbs down, because it's just not cool. I love the monster, and truthfully, if I find out whoever thumbs down Bosley, I'm gonna bash their fucking brains in. Speaking of bashing brains in, comes to my thought that I know you guys are missing out because I don't do a lot of reviews, and I thought, let me change that, and I'll do some more. This time it came up with my own decision to do a review with something. And as you see what the title is, it isn't by MB, that's for sure. No, it is an incredible documentary. The documentary I'm talking about is Orozco The Embalmer, or as the Spanish call it, Orozco El Embalmer, which means the embalmer. I don't know. This was filmed between 1999 and 2004. Basically, this Japanese photographer slash documentary filmmaker goes to possibly one of the worst places in the world, Bogota, Colombia. It's an epicenter of drugs, prostitution, homeless, crackheads, heroin addicts, killings. There's at least 20 to 30 killings every day, maybe more. And one of the main jobs over there is the embalmer. Those are the guys that make sure that, one, the body doesn't blow up, after it's done. Some of these people do a great job of it. Others don't. Now, before I really get into the whole story, let me start with the fact. If you are squeamish, if you have a weak heart, if your ideal of the scariest thing you've ever seen is the original Friday the 13th, then this is the film for you. This is so... It is so... I'm kidding. Really. Do not go after me saying, hey, me and my grandmother have a heart attack because she saw this film. It's like, oh, this is really good. No, do not see this film. This is meant for the more extreme horror fan, the person that can enjoy it, watch it, and get a good perspective of it. It shows 100% everything. It shows from beginning to end how the body's taken care of, what they have to take out of the body, what they have to work on, how they deal with, the remains. It's there for the camera. The documentary filmmaker does not pull away. And truthfully, it's nice that he does, because he's just not pulling any punches. This is what happens here. This is what occurs day to day. And there's a reason that there are so many funeral homes. It is just a horrible place. I would not recommend anyone to live there. Or would I? Nah. No, basically the documentary, I'm going to say docu because it's just easier to say that. The docu is basically based on Orozco. He's an embalmer. He's been doing this for about 30 years, and he's used to it. It's just part of his life. Apparently before he was an embalmer, he worked for the police office, and apparently he wasn't a good police officer, because there's reports of torture at the time. But he's a really quiet, small guy. Times he doesn't have a lot to say because he's really subtle with his work. He tries to do the best he can with the limited, say, shitty supplies he has. I mean, the equipment he uses is just rusted, damaged. To sew up the bodies, he has to use string. It's real work to what he has to do with limited supplies. And let me remind you that when he actually is working on a body, there's no freezer or cold. He's actually working in a room temperature environment, and this is Colombia. At the time they're showing it's the middle of the summer, so you add heat plus death plus rotted flesh equals fun time. Not only it just shows the perspective of who Orozco is, it actually shows the whole area of what this town is like. In a way, the town's kind of morbid, because when a dead body's there, hundreds of people just come around just to see what's. And one of the big problems is, the coroner's office never put up like sheets or guards or anything. There was actually one point when bodies were being checked, a kid actually ran through the street where there was a blood stream and the kid was actually a couple of feet away. It's like, wow, it's amazing that they're so used to it. And it also gives you a light on what the cops are down there. Here's the thing: don't go. When they frisk a prostitute, oh man, they're having a good old time. And apparently not a lot of people like to get their face shown on camera. I wonder why. I don't know. But through the documentary, you get to see like a different side of him. You find out he's a really nice guy, really down to earth, and he's got problems like everyone else. There was one scene that was kind of disturbing to me, not so much for the autopsy. It was a woman brought in, I guess what had to be her dead child. Actually, it was a dead baby, maybe less than a year old, and she wanted Roscoe to fill up the body with some more cloth and rags, and just to fill it up, and because apparently the more weight, the more you get for the body. And he felt, I said it was probably one of the only times he felt disgusted by it. And, it was understandable. He's like, why do that? But it was so creepy how he picked up the body, the baby. He just grabbed a hold of it, like, here it is, and just like, wow. You're almost hoping that the stuff, they're just dolls, but it's not. Everything's real. But let me go about. This film is so authentic and so truthful to what the lifestyle is down there that you feel bad what's going on, but then you also think it is just a waste of life for a lot of people down there. it's a good human study story of who is Orozco and what he meant to this world. You find out, the stuff that he did in his life became his untimely doing, which is a shame. It is a gruesome documentary, but really enjoyable, really great perspective. Again, it is not meant for the weak stomach, the faint of heart, just all that stuff. You cannot see this if you're not ready for it. I kid you not. One of the great things about this DVD is, aside from the fact that it's limited, 121 out of 1,000, it has English subtitles, because I know there's a lot of the DVDs out there that don't carry it. This one does. It's really great. Also, it gives you a little video of the documentary filmmaker giving his perspective of who Orozco was. And it was a great perspective. It told you a real story. It told you that he cared about him. He cared about him a lot. That he was just a good friend to him. Apparently over the time, you find out that Orozco embalmed 50,000 corpses. That's astounding. Also on the DVD, there's a little video about the Semitone, the documentary filmmaker, who's apparent death photographer and has been doing it for a long time. He's a really good one. As a matter of fact, in the video perspective, he talks about Orozco. His English is quite well, just all around great. So yeah, truthfully, this is a great documentary. I enjoyed it. I would watch it again. Would I recommend to someone who enjoys the sick, twisted fuck films? Yes. Who loves the extreme stuff? Absolutely. Who is just a fan of, say, just scary suspense? No. There's a few of us that love this type of film, and let me just say, for one thing, just because we love this stuff doesn't mean we're going to go out, we're going to go say, "Oh, I need to embalm someone." No, it is a way to watch the human nature, to enjoy it, to believe that we can embrace it but not be part of it. You could say that for a lot of films that we enjoy. So it's a nice outlet. I can't do that many things, but I can watch, nasty films. So I love watching this stuff, and it's great. Of course, I'm not going to have anything in you while watching it, but I'll enjoy it. So yeah, it's definitely a great documentary, really enjoyable. So yeah, if you can get the red cover and make sure that it says English subtitles, because you really want to know what's going on, I would definitely get it. Actually, I had to get it through a German distribution company, but it was worth it. So yeah, that is my review of Orozco the Embalmer. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you had a good time. Hopefully I didn't make it too sick with it. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, and don't drink the Kool-Aid. Bye.